Howdy ho, everyone. Happy Monday. It's time for my weekly Bobcast. I want to thank everyone that's going to be on. As always, you know where I'm at. You know what time it is. A little later again because of summer. So let's just jump right into it tonight. Title of the Bobcast tonight is it time to switch boats yet? What do I mean by that? Well, as you notice, I do a lot of these Bobcasts about self-improvement, about personal growth, and for people who want to change something in their life, okay? So let me just start off by saying, first of all, if you are super totally happy with the way everything is in your life, that's fantastic. Great job. But, excuse me, I do these Bobcasts for folks that are looking to change something. They're looking to improve something. They're looking to accomplish something. They're looking to experience something different in their life. Excuse me. So let's talk about a couple of things about how you do that. Okay. Hi, Marianne. So again, the title of the Bobcast is it time to switch boats? What do I mean by that? Well, let's just start off with that. If you're someone who wants to change something in your life, and I have used this, hi Brian, I have used this example over and over and over again throughout these Bobcasts, if you notice, and that is about, if let's say I'm going to use the example of someone who wants to start a business. So let's say you want to start a business, and you think it's a great idea, you think it's the opportunity for you, you think it's going to get you where you want to be. And what's the first thing you do? You look around and you try to find approval or someone who's going to reinforce your decision to do that, right? And who do you look to whenever you look for someone to reinforce that, or some advice, or someone to support you? Well, naturally, you're going to look to the people that are closest to you, whether it's family, whether it's friends, whether it's co-workers, things like that. So what are you doing? You're going to people who are in the same boat as you and asking them for advice on something that is totally out of their comfort zone, totally out of their realm, right? When I started working out, I read books by Arnold Schwarzenegger. I didn't read books by Rosie O'Donnell. I wanted to learn from people who did it. I didn't ask the people around me who had never done it before how to do it. Hi Rose, hi Gus, thanks for getting on. I didn't ask people who had never done it before how to do it. You see, success leaves clues. But the clues to success are left by people who have actually succeeded. Okay? My buddy Shane did a video live, Facebook Live the other day. And he got pretty real with the people on of his followers. And he told them, you cannot sit around and ask your buddies at the bar for advice on starting a business. You can't ask your buddies who are all doing the exact same thing as you on how to get in shape, on how to learn something new. You have to go seek out people who are succeeding in the areas where you would like to succeed. Okay? Perfect example. Here's another, before I go any further, because I'm going to get going on a tangent here, let's tell you how to reach out to me as I always do. On Facebook, it's Bob Norman. My business page is Buff Monkey Marketing. Excuse me again. On Instagram, it's Buff_Monkey. On Twitter, it's @Buff_Monkey. My email is Buff_Monkey@Reagan.com. And my YouTube channel is Big Norm 1963. So if you can reach out to me, comment on the topics, comment on the podcast, the Bobcast, make topic suggestions, give me any kind of feedback, and as always, please share these Bobcasts if you would, please. So let's get back to what we were talking about. So you're going to seek advice. You're going to seek advice and an example from people who have actually succeeded in the area you're looking to succeed. Okay? I mean, it's no simpler than that, folks. There's a saying that if you can't change the people around you, there's my sweetheart, hi baby, If you can't change the people around you, change the people around you. And all that means, and I've said it before, that doesn't mean that you don't love your friends. That doesn't mean that your family isn't your family. That simply means that sometimes they're not going to be your biggest supporters. Sometimes they're not going to understand. And it's just as simple as that. So you have got to get yourself around people who are succeeding in the areas you want to succeed in. Like I said, you can't decide to start a business and ask your buddies at the bar who are there every 2, 3, 4 nights a week watching a hockey game and having a beer and complaining about the coal mines about starting a business. What are they going to know? What kind of advice are they going to give you? Okay, find yourself a mentor. Let's talk about that. Let's back up 1 second. I want to say this. Success doesn't come to you in any area of life just because you wish for it. Okay, just because you want it. You have to become the person, the kind of person that deserves that success. And that's whatever area it is that you were talking about. I use Anastasia as an example every week. I told you she's the love of she's the woman I've been waiting my whole life to meet. But I had to be the kind of guy, I have to be the kind of person that she's attracted to, right? So if there's a guy or a girl that you just would love to go out with, ask yourself, are you the kind of guy or girl that the person you dream about would want to go out with? And if you're not, make necessary changes. If you want to be a business person and you come from a laborer's background, well, you're going to need to learn new skills. You're going to need to improve on yourself and become the kind of person who deserves that success. And this is where a mentor comes in. I have a lot of people in my life. I've surrounded myself with a lot of people, and I only allow people in my life who add value to my life. And that may sound, I don't know if that sounds, greedy or selfish or what, but it's the case. I had a great conversation with my buddy Dave Newton today. Dave and Colette are successful entrepreneurs. They're great people, and Dave just inspires me. Okay, I had a great conversation with him about business. I mentioned my Anastasia. She inspires me to be the best man I can be every day so that I deserve her. Okay? My best buddy in the world, Dr. Bob Roswald, an incredible man, an honorable man, a brilliant guy, and he adds value to my life because he challenges me and pushes me to be the best I can be. I could go on and on and on. There are people in my business, Carl Eklund, Tom Pasternak, people that you can look to who are successful and who are on the level where you want to be. And then you can strive to get there using their knowledge, looking at the clues that their success has left. Like I said, when I started working out, I read books by Schwarzenegger. I didn't read books by Rosie O'Donnell. When I wanted to learn martial arts, I went to a master. I didn't go to Jim down at the local pub and ask him how to practice martial arts. It just makes no sense. So why do we do that in the rest of our life? Why do we go to people who have no idea what we're looking to do and ask them for advice on what we want to do? And do you even know what you want to do? I'm looking at that because I wrote myself a couple of notes. And I want to say something here. If you want to make a change in your life, again, I don't care if it's a business that you want to start, an education that you want to go back and get, a person that you want to date, I don't care what it is. Get in shape, lose weight, whatever it is. And I mentioned about changing the people around you. And I used a buddy of mine as an example one time who had dealt with alcoholism, who had to change his friends. Okay, because the old friends kept trying to drag him back into that old lifestyle. It's the same in every aspect of your life, folks. There's no difference. You have to change something. You have to change the people around you. You have to change your attitude. You have to change something, for goodness sakes, if you want anything to change. If you don't change, nothing will change. All right? Now, before I go, I'm going to leave you with a saying, but I want to ask you this question. What do you do? I'm going to get real with you. What do you do to make your life better, to ensure you are getting to where you want to be? Do you sit in front of the television and watch the Kardashians? Do you watch The Walking Dead? Is it just like the be-all, end-all? Or do you feed your mind with positive videos like I do? Do you read books like I do? I'm going to move the camera here for a second, folks. I'm going to show you something here. See this picture here? That's me and Victor Ortiz. I was a paid extra in the movie Southpaw with Jake Gyllenhaal. When I had an opportunity, I wanted to meet Victor Ortiz because he was the world champ in boxing. He did it. He walked the walk. Do you see the picture above him? Ruben Gonzalez. Okay, I met Ruben, who wanted to be in the Olympics, but was from South America, Central America. There was no way for him to get into the Olympics, so he became, listen to me, he became a bobsledder from a country that doesn't have any snow ever. He became a bobsledder so that he could realize his dream to be in the Olympics. Let me show you something else up here on the other wall. I don't know if you can see that really good. Okay? That's called a dream board or a goal board. And what that is pictures of things that I want to accomplish. You see my family up there, I want to do certain things for them. You see Anastasia up there, I want to do certain things with her and for her. And you see goals and things that I need to visualize, okay? This is what successful people do. Successful people don't sit around the same old places, the same time, with the same people, griping about the Steelers, griping about the coal mines. They get up off their butts, they feed their minds with videos, with books, with learning, with seminars. They learn from people who've walked the walk and succeeded in areas of their life where they want to succeed. I'm going to leave you with a final saying, and I want you to listen very closely. You cannot change what's going on around you until you change what's going on within you. You've got to change your attitude. You've got to improve your mind. You've got to improve your skill set. You've got to improve your drive. You've got to have a clear why or goals or whatever it is to get where you want to be. And for goodness sakes, find some mentors. People will love to help you. There's Colette right there. I just talked about you and Dave. You've got to find people like Dave and Colette, like Dr. Bob, like Tom Pasternak, like Carl Eklund. You've got to find some people in your life. I mentioned Anastasia, who inspires me to be the best man I can be. You've got to find people who inspire you and who are where you want to be so that you can get there too. Because if you don't, you are never going to change anything. I'm going to read it one more time. You cannot change what's going on around you until you change what's going on within you. So is it about time to say, boy, honest to see, you just threw me completely off. Thank you, baby. I love you. Is it time to change boats? Is the boat you're in getting you where you want to be? If it's not, you need to jump off and swim over to another boat that's headed in the direction you want to go. Change what's going on within you, and you'll change everything around you. You guys have a great night. Thanks for tuning in. Like I said, share the Bobcast. Leave me feedback, please. Topic suggestions. And I'll see everyone the next time. Have a great evening.